did the album, never delivered. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to go back and forth with Mace. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going back and forth with nobody.
He didn't just fall out with his own artists. He made enemies across the entire industry.
You know?
Now, historically, we've heard about you putting hands on people throughout the years.
From stolen publishing and broken promises to punch-outs and public threats, these aren't just feuds, they're warnings. Some were signed to him, others just crossed paths. But all 7 have one thing in common. They say Diddy did them dirty, and the deeper you go, the darker it gets. Let's start with one of the most chilling stories. Number 7, Day 26. Day 26 was Diddy's handpicked creation, assembled right in front of millions during season 4 of MTV's Making the Band. On paper, they were a dream team, 5 talented vocalists, groomed to be the next R&B sensation under the Bad Boy umbrella. But behind the harmonies and chart success was something far darker. In a 2023 interview with Vlad TV, group member Q Mosley dropped a bombshell that sent chills through the fan base. He didn't just talk about label politics or industry pressure, he spoke of fear for his life. Through tears, K revealed that during his time under Diddy's camp, he received an email that felt, in his words, sacrificial in nature.
I'll keep it very short. Things felt very sacrificial.
He never revealed the exact wording of the message, but said it disturbed him so deeply that he alerted his doctor, his family, and those closest to him, just in case something happened to him.
I ran to my doctor. I spoke up with my family.
Kay stopped short of naming names, but he strongly implied the email came from someone in Diddy's inner circle, possibly Roger Bonds, because he was nervous around him.
Had a business
That was James said that.
Well, my thing with Roger Bonds was, like, I had an issue with him, and I was kind of like nervous around them because I was in the email.
This wasn't just industry paranoia. According to Q, the environment around Bad Boy was so controlling, so emotionally toxic, that he started to fear whether his safety was being threatened just for wanting to leave or speak out. And sadly, their story fits a pattern. Danity Kane, Da Band, and other Making the Band groups all shared the same trajectory: intense spotlight, public meltdowns, and eventual abandonment. Fans began to question whether the goal was ever about nurturing music careers or just building Diddy's TV empire. Despite the disturbing nature of Q's claims, Diddy has never addressed the situation publicly. No denial, no clarification, just silence. And in stories like this, silence can be the loudest answer of all. Next on is number 6, the LOX. The LOX were one of the hardest-hitting rap groups on Bad Boy's roster in the late 90s. With gritty bars, street credibility, and a hardcore fan base, Jadakiss, Styles P, and Chic Louch stood out from Diddy's glossier acts. But while the music was fire, their relationship with the label was anything but smooth. By 2005, years after leaving Bad Boy for Rough Riders, the group launched a full-blown campaign called Free the LOX.
We had hats, t-shirts, we had the whole crowd, let the LOX go.
They weren't demanding another album, they were fighting for their publishing. According to the group, Diddy still owned 50% of their catalog, even though they'd moved on. For them, it wasn't just business, it was betrayal. Things exploded during a live interview on Hot 97. Diddy called into the station after hearing the group air their frustrations, trying to settle things live, but the group wasn't having it. They called Diddy a thief, a coward.
Hey, we can't talk in this. I'm a grown man. You're a coward. And I don't take nothing. You're a thief, you're a coward.
Diddy tried to play it cool and said they could talk like businessmen, but eventually hung up the call.
You had your Ace Boom Tools publishing. You call me whatever you won't let his publishing go. You won't let your man.
Though the beef eventually cooled and Diddy returned some of their rights, the scars ran deep. That Hot 97 call became one of the most legendary on-air confrontations in hip-hop history, and a symbol of what happens when the money and the loyalty don't match. Coming in at number 5, Mace. Mace might be the biggest Bad Boy defector. After finding God and walking away in 1999, he returned, only to realize Diddy never let go of his business grip. In 2009, Mace literally ambushed a live radio interview Diddy was doing and handed over legal documents that he claimed released him from his contract. Diddy signed them on air.
Yeah. Good. Let me give you my card.
After Puff signing this official, your boy is Freedom Bird.
But the catch? Bad Boy still held all of Mace's publishing. Then in 2020, Mace took it public. In an explosive Instagram post, he revealed that Diddy bought his entire catalog for just $20,000. Years later, when Mace offered $2 million to buy it back, Diddy refused. Why? No answer. That same year, Diddy gave a speech about uplifting black creators and how black music has never been respected.
Black music has never been respected by the Grammys to the point that it should be.
Mace clapped back. How can you speak on black excellence when you rob black artists? In 2022, Mace dropped a scathing diss track called Oracle 2, where he called Diddy a fake and said, "You ain't no architect, you just a nigga who knows how to market death." Diddy fired back in interviews, saying Mace only did one album with him and became a fake pastor.
One album? How much money do you think I owe this guy? One album? And then he became a fake pastor?
That's not all, Diddy claimed. Mace D still owed the label $3 million.
The reason I say
Mace
that,
owes me $3 million. That's facts. I got the receipt.
But Mace? He's not backing down, and that's what stings the most. Mace wasn't just any artist. He helped build Bad Boy's legacy. Now, he's fighting for the pieces he was never allowed to own. To him, it's not about money. It's about respect. That brings us to number 4, Drake. This one blindsided the entire industry. On the surface, Drake and Diddy seemed cool. No visible tension, no beef in sight. But in late 2014, headlines exploded with a shocking report. Diddy had allegedly punched Drake outside Club Live in Miami during DJ Khaled's birthday party. And the reason? A beat. Literally. Producer Boy Wonder had created the now iconic 0 to 100 instrumental and reportedly sent it to both Drake and Diddy. But Drake moved faster. He dropped the track, and it blew up, dominating charts and becoming a cultural moment. Diddy, who claimed he planned to use it himself, felt disrespected. According to TMZ, things turned physical. Drake allegedly left the club with a dislocated shoulder. Later, Diddy downplayed it in an interview on The Breakfast Club. When he was asked why he put his hands on Drake, he said he never touched Drake or never wanted any problems with Drake.
I did not put hands on Drake. And I do not want any problems with Drake.
The interviewers then asked him what the rumor was all about, and he called it a simple misunderstanding.
Honestly, it was a misunderstanding. Honestly, Drake is actually my favorite rapper. You know what I'm saying?
But not everyone was buying it, especially Rap-A-Lot CEO Jay Prince, who publicly warned Diddy, saying, "You touch my family, you open the door for your family to be touched." Drake stayed quiet, but fans believe his track, 4 p.m. in Calabasas, was filled with subliminals, mocking Diddy's ad-libs and referencing Bad Boy's legacy. Though the ticket of the two eventually made peace, the vibe never fully recovered, and for fans, that punch changed how they saw both men, from collaborators to quiet rivals. Now we get to number 3, Shine. Back in 1999, Shine was being groomed as Bad Boy's next breakout star. Young, hungry, and lyrically sharp, he was supposed to carry the torch after Biggie's passing. But one December night derailed everything. Shine, Diddy, and Jennifer Lopez were partying at Club New York when an argument escalated into chaos. Gunshots rang out. 3 people were injured, and when the smoke cleared, Shine took the fall.
Taking the fall means not snitching, not getting your...
He was arrested on the spot. Diddy walked free. During the trial, prosecutors claimed all 3 men were armed, but only Shine was convicted. He insisted he acted in self-defense, that he had no choice but to protect himself and those around him. Still, the court handed him a 10-year sentence. Meanwhile, Diddy distanced himself. And when Shine was finally released in 2009, he was immediately deported to Belize, his rap career in limbo. In 2012, the two briefly reunited on stage in Paris. Shine called it a moment of healing, but that peace didn't last. By 2024, amid a wave of scandals and federal investigations into Diddy's past, Shine publicly spoke out. In an interview, he said Diddy is someone who destroyed his life.
Of brotherhood, this is someone who destroyed my...
He made it clear his forgiveness wasn't for Diddy's sake. It was for the people of Belize, where he now serves as a prominent politician. Coming in at number 2, 50 Cent. When it comes to trolling, no one does it like 50 Cent. And when the target is Diddy, it's not just petty, it's personal. Their tension dates back years, fueled by 50's not-so-subtle jabs about Diddy's lifestyle. In one interview, 50 claimed Diddy once told him that both of them have never been to a party together, but not in a friendly way.
No, but me and you, we ain't party. Like, we need to party. What is he talking about?
In the same interview, 50 doubled down saying Diddy asked to take him shopping. I looked at him like, "What did you just say?" 50 recalled, clearly implying something deeper.
He told me to take me shopping. I looked at him like, what you...
The interview went viral, and the trolling never let up. Every time Diddy's name popped up in headlines, whether it was lawsuits, allegations, or scandals, 50 had a meme locked and loaded. When the Cassie lawsuit surfaced, accusing Diddy of years of abuse, 50 instantly posted, "Told y'all, that's just the tip of the iceberg." Diddy has publicly laughed it off, saying he offered to take 50 shopping because he needs clothes.
And he said you did the same thing to him. You asked him to take him shopping.
Yeah, I thought he needed some clothes.
But fans know better. This isn't just internet jokes. It's been a decade-long Cold War, waged through Instagram posts and savage captions. No diss tracks, no public sit-downs, just non-stop humiliation, one post at a time. And finally, number 1, Tupac. Tupac Shakur didn't just have a beef with Diddy, he believed Diddy was part of the plot to end his life. In November 1994, Tupac was shot 5 times in the lobby of Quad Studios in New York. He was on his way to record a verse, believing it was a friendly invite from associates tied to Bad Boy. But when the bullets flew, something shifted in Pac's soul. He didn't just see it as a robbery, he saw it as a setup. Shortly after, Bad Boy released Who Shot Ya?, a track by Biggie that many interpreted as a slick jab at Pac. The timing? Too perfect. The tone? Too cold. Tupac was convinced it wasn't just Biggie behind it. He believed Diddy was pulling the strings behind the scenes. In 1996's Hit Them Up, Pac went nuclear, calling out both men by name. According to insiders, he even called Diddy personally, warning him that the war was real. Diddy has always denied involvement and stayed mostly silent. But Tupac? He died believing that Diddy was behind the betrayal and that the East Coast versus West Coast war had a mastermind. So now the question is, how does one man build a legacy so big and leave behind so many broken relationships? Was Diddy just a ruthless businessman, or did his ambition turn allies into enemies, from sacrificial emails to publishing heists? Which of these stories shocked you the most? And if these are the ones who spoke up, imagine who stayed silent. Drop your thoughts below, and we'll meet in the next video.